Hey everybody, it's Adam again and welcome back to my garage. Well, it's in the middle of summertime. I've got two cars in the driveway that have AC, one of them being my 2008 Z4M. But unfortunately, last week on the way to work, my battery died. The alternator light had been going on and off for a little while. Previous owner said that he had replaced the alternator probably the year before I bought the car. But right about the time all the belt and pulley squeak and everything ended on the car, the alternator light started turning on and off. Well, it was intermittent enough to the point of where the battery actually died, and now the charging light just stays on constantly. So today we're going to do a quick fix. We're going to go ahead and pull the alternator. I got new OEM replacement, and we'll see if we can get this thing done in less than an hour. Let's go! All right, so it's 4:33, and we're gonna see if we can do this in an hour. Here's the replacement alternator from my brothers in Poland, Valio, OEM specific. This is gonna be perfect. Let's take a look under the hood here. All right, there's the culprit down there. Let's yank that thing out of here. You gotta get that airbox out of the way first. Take the airbox off, and then we should be able to get at that alternator underneath there. We got that airbox cover off. Look at that. Oh boy, we got a little bit of damage to the filter there, but that ought to be fine. We'll just, yeah. All right, let's set that aside for now, and we'll figure out what to do with that later. There's just some barbs on the bottom of the airbox. You just got to pull up on that and just unpoke them out of those holes and pull on it that way a little bit. Okay, let's get at that alternator. The first thing we're going to do is remove that B plus line off the back, get that exciter connector off of there. Kind of hard to get at with these lines here, but we'll pull it off here. I don't want to break that off of there, so we got to be careful with that thing. All right, I think we got to get this tensioner loose in here too. So I think that bearing was bad on there before, but let's pull that tensioner off of there. Let's get the belt off, and then we'll get those wires off the back. Bolt down underneath there. Yeah, we got to get this whole thing off of here. There's a little cover on the front of this tensioner pulley here, so let's pop, let's pop that off of there, and let's get that tensioner pulley pulled off. Got to kind of come in at it from the front. We'll get it. There we go. Hopefully we'll find that later. All right, let's get at these wires back behind here. And just poke the screwdriver in here and pull on that connector. Just give it, there we go. That's it. All right. Okay, we can kind of pull on the tensioner and get that belt off of there. I got it partially off. I don't know. It's not really cooperating here. I think that thing turns up there, but let's just keep pulling on this belt here. Yes. There we go. It still spins fine, but I don't know. Probably time to replace. So that top pulley, we got to get out of the way there too, because you can see the bolt that goes all the way through to hold the alternator up on top there. So, all right, let's get at that bottom pulley, and we got to take that pulley off of there so we can get at the bottom bolt that holds the alternator on the bottom. Yeah. Here we go. This looks okay, I guess. That a little bit dirty, but that seems all right. It's kind of smooth there. I don't know. We'll just put it back on. Hope for the best. All right, let's get that bottom bolt off of there. There we go. And let's get that B plus line off the back of the alternator here. All right, so the bolt that we're after underneath here is going to be this guy over here on the right. So I think that's our 16mm bottom bolt. It's not this little strut bolt over here. Definitely that guy. I tried that guy and it's not that guy. Definitely that guy. There we go. So she's loose. Now we just got to get this bolt back all the way out. And if it's anything like this guy up top, there's probably, I don't know, 5 inches worth of threads on it or something. All right, look at that. Let's see what happens. Yep. There we go. All right, well, this says Valio on the back. So maybe this was the original, and maybe the guy really didn't have the alternator replaced before. No noises or anything coming out of it. But since we were not charging, I think I'm just gonna replace it anyways, because getting this thing in and out just to have it checked at the store, I don't know. You might as well just replace it anyways. Let's just rock and roll here. All right, let's lower this old guy right down into here. And as we're doing it, we're gonna plug this in on top. There we go. And just, you know, maneuver it just like that, I guess. Like that and like that. There we go. And we're gonna find our bottom bolt first and get that down there.
And then Abe comes out, Mom, I need your help with this. I'm like, well, maybe Dad's gonna have to help you. Are you recording?
Yeah.
Can you pause?
Nothing better than working on a BMW and a beautiful my woman comes out here. Yeah, boy. All right, get our 16mm on underneath here. We'll just get her snug enough there that we can rotate this guy into place, get that one started. You know what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna tighten that guy up on the bottom. And I'm gonna put this in place, at least so it's oriented in the right spot, because I don't wanna have to force it up there once I get that bottom bolt tightened, but I gotta put that idler on the bottom there too, so I won't be able to get at the bolt to tighten that bottom one on until I get this top one on. So a little bit of a catch-22 here. So let's get this guy cranked on here. There we go. And there's actually a nut that's kind of captured. I will show you on the original alternator. You know, this guy is actually gonna, there we go, it's snug on there, but it's enough that you can still move it. So on the back of the alternator, there is a nut that's kind of captured in here, and I heard a little snap as I'm pulling it back together, and it actually drew this guy right in. So it's kind of an interesting apparatus there to hold that guy in. All right, put a little bit of grease on there so she's not completely dry. I don't know. If it starts squeaking again, then I guess I know what I got to replace next. But let's get this guy mounted back up in here. Oh, look at that. So this guy actually has a little bit of, that's quite the interesting tensioner of this whole thing. And I will remember that for when I get that belt put back on there. because I was thinking it was this guy that was doing the rotating up on the top, but it was actually that tensioner on the bottom. Ha! You learn something every day. Just enough room for you to get everything up underneath the right area there for getting the belt back in place. Managed to nick myself up here on the radiator cord support, so watch out. It's a little sharp there, but we'll get these caps put back on here. There we go, number one, and we'll get number two back on the front here. There we go. All right, boys. So let's get that B plus line screwed back in over here, and then we'll get the airbox back on. We'll clean her up a little bit, and we'll start her up and see what we get. All right, so we got the belt is all rerouted down there, and we're gonna go wipe the top of the alternator out there, and I got my greasy hands all over it. And before we put that airbox back on, let's get the battery reconnected, and then we'll go ahead and start her up and make sure we don't have an alternator light on, and we'll get her button backed up. All right, let's see. Oh, by the way, it took me an hour and a half or so to do this. I was interrupted a handful of times, and you know, I had a little bit of problem, a little bit of tension getting that tensioner back on. And all right, battery's connected. Let's go ahead and you see what we get here. Fingers crossed. Oh, there we go. All right. No battery light there. That's good. I got a brake pad wear indicator going there, and also a light bulb issue somewhere, and that's normal. Oh, I got a service engine soon light that just came on. Well, I don't know what that means. Hopefully that's something to do with the charging circuit. Well, you know what, we've been idling here for about 3 minutes or so, and I just remembered, you know, I didn't plug the MAF or the MAP sensor, whatever air intake sensor back in down there, because the airbox is still disconnected. So I'm just going to assume that that's why that's on. But you know, our alternator light isn't on, and we got nice cold AC blowing out here. This is awesome. You know what, we're going to get that airbox put back on, but I'm going to call this a success. And you know, when I fix this light bulb issue and the brake pad sensor issue, and also this little nav screen no longer flipping up, we'll make another video. So if you like this video, go ahead and like and subscribe down below. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great time motoring.